Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. Today, a Golden State clash as two teams from the state of California try to claim some bragging rights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Aztecs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions him. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type. coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Working that left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Bruins are on the move. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Bounced off his feet.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in the rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this.
Touchdown, San Diego State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he makes the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. When the defense is a little bit tired, I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Duncan. He'll take the deep shot. And the ball is intercepted.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Leaves it with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying to get to him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Aztecs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a grab. Wow, look at this. You can take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. He's looking to pass. They're bringing heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs!
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by a field goal over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Duncan. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
He's going to fire deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man, it's great. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
How many chances can you afford to waste? And he's got it! Touchdown, Bruins!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass is intercepted. Great move. Now he's got room. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, San Diego State. What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Duncan. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And the returner goes down. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Sutton.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Aztecs in the hurry up. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Fires to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Sutton. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the single back. The Aztecs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll try to get outside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just